Zarleys.
Hey guys, welcome to Sub Talk with the ZarleyBroz. I'm Charlie Zarley.
I'm Scotty Zarley.
I'm AJ Partown Zarleys.
So we welcome you to our studio inside the Zarley Mobile. Right now we're parked behind the Sapulpa location?
Sapulpa, absolutely.
All right, and that's the one you manage, correct?
I do, absolutely, yeah.
So just wanted to let you know we are a brand new podcast, and what we're going to do is we're going to be talking about food almost every week. We're going to always have a sub of the week. This week is the Zarley.
The flagship of Zarleys. It is the best sandwich ever.
It is. AJ, have you had a Zarley yet?
Of course, I've had a Zarley, and it is delicious, and it will fill you up for sure.
What's in it?
We got roast beef. We got
Ham. Turkey.
turkey,
What's that last one?
bologna.
There you go.
Yeah, we got a little bologna in there. Yeah, it's pretty good.
And it's made the gnarly way. It's made gnarly all the way. So, what is the gnarly way, Scott?
That's basically lettuce, tomato, onion, salt, pepper, oregano. You got a little bit of the Zarley spread. On the
What
very
is the
bottom.
Zarley spread?
Well, I can't tell you everything. It's proprietary, and if I told you, I'd have to kill you. But it does have a cream cheese base.
Oh, come on, give us a little bit more, dude.
Okay. They've got a little bit of ricotta in there, a little bit of sour cream. But
Oh.
herbs, I can't tell you anymore. That's it.
All I know is I eat that stuff by the spoonful.
It's good, man. I can't imagine ever doing a sandwich again. When I first came to Zarleys to be a part of this family, you told me that there was going to be this spread on there, and I thought you were insane. You're like, let me make you one. So you made me one, and
I remember
dude,
that.
I'll never, ever do a sandwich without Zarley spread again.
I know. It's just, it makes it. People are like, oh, cream cheese on a sub. But what it does is it pops the meat.
Dude, I will never eat a sub without cream cheese ever again.
Well,
no.
dude, it's a flavor enhancer. It's basically MSG for sandwiches. It's a small little bit of spread on the very bottom of that sandwich, and it just lifts up the other flavors, the meats, the veggies.
It really does.
And it's not its own flavor. It's basically, it lifts up the whole sandwich to a new level, something none of our competitors could even compete with.
Right. Now, as you can see right here, up front, we do have the Zarley made, which I know your stomach's rumbling, but we will be trying one out and giving you just a review on it, give you the flavor profile, but that we'll wait to the end because that's just a beautiful sub. And
Spoilers, I'm going to love it.
And here at Zarley's, at any time, you can always add a bag of chips, of Zapp's chips, which are Louisiana-based.
Louisiana-based. The thing about Zapp's is people come to me, they're like, why do you guys have these generic chips? I was like, these are far from generic. These are a Louisiana staple. They're just like Zarley's. They have that bold flavor, and they've got that attitude. It's what Zarley's is all about. So it's a natural combination, Zarley's and Zapp's.
I agree. And you can always add a Pepsi and just make it a meal and just come here and get fat and not even worry about it.
You know what I noticed is we've got a West Coast sub with a Southern chip in the Midwest.
Hey, what can we say? We got lost and broke down on I-44.
What's funny is your sandwich shop originally came off from the East Coast.
My father did. Back in the 90s when I was like 12 years old. My dad had a sub shop and just a farmer's market. We opened 2 days a week, and that was it. Just Friday night from 4 to 9, and then Saturday morning was 8 to 2. And my dad would have people come just 50 miles just for his tuna fish sub, which we do sell here. We have the Ricky.
The Ricky, absolutely. I love that sandwich. That's the best tuna salad I've ever had in my life, and that's no joke.
Oh, I agree. I mean, I've been raised on it for 45 years, and, I mean, this stomach right here says it's good.
Yeah, so. I think both of us, you guys know that we know how to eat because we got proof. We got the trophy.
But that's kind of where my passion in subs came from. Because, my dad's 12 years old, and we'd help him out Friday nights. He'd pay us $5, and then I'd go spend it on baseball cards. And I'm pretty sure I got football, baseball. I mean, I remember my brother one time pulled out a Jordan rookie card. Can't tell you where that's at anymore, but I know he had it.
I used to collect cards too. I did baseball. I did basketball. I did Desert Storm cards back when Desert Storm was big. They had a bunch of collector
I remember
cards.
the Storm and Norman
Storm
card.
and Norman, yeah, and I had every single card of the Desert Storm cards, and then I collected like Marvel cards. They did like cards for all the heroes, all the villains, all the teams. It's a lot of fun.
You know, in 2000, my dad had Sports Fanatics and all that,
Yeah.
so we had a bunch of football cards and stuff. And so whenever I was born, on my first birthday, my dad planted a time capsule.
Oh, did he really?
And in there, we pulled it out on my 18th birthday. And so in there was a pack of football cards. And so in this pack, there was a 1 in 6 chance there was a Tom Brady in it.
Oh, God.
Unopened.
The Tom Brady rookie card?
Tom Brady rookie.
Oh my God.
Like the original Tom Brady rookie. And and the wrapping was still on it. And so there was a risk you were willing to take. It was either like, let's just say $1,000 for the pack with the chance of having it.
Oh, wow.
And then, but if it was in there, you know, it was like a $12,000 card or something like that.
Did you open it?
We had to take the risk, right?
There was
Look at that look on his face. We know what happened.
It was Schroeder's cat, wasn't it? It was in there until it wasn't.
Just Drew Bledsoe.
Hey, you know, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah.
There will probably be a lot of rabbit holes on this podcast.
Oh,
We
for
would swirl
sure.
all the time.
But getting back, to Zarleys. We started July 10th. We opened up here in Sapulpa, and then we opened up our second location on December 1st of last year. Both are doing well. Now here in Sapulpa, we do subs and ice cream. At the 41st location, we do subs, ice cream, and we also do smoothies and acai bowls. Correct? Which I do know, and almost every time I see AJ, that dude is eating acai bowl.
He lives on that.
Dude, I mean, it is a Hawaiian delicacy, bruh. Yeah.
Speaking of,
so good.
Not Hawaiian delicacies, but each of our sandwiches can be made into a salad.
Oh, yes.
All of our sandwiches can be made into a salad. So
Or a wrap.
Or a wrap.
Yeah.
In Tulsa, we don't do the wraps out in Sapulpa yet.
Yeah, we're just not
a work in
trained yet.
progress.
We're kind of below the par on that one, even though we're the first store. That was something that we started down there because they just got a bigger store, so we can do a little bit more items.
I don't know if we've talked about this yet, but, you know, we do have location number 3 on the way.
Really?
Oh, are we allowed to talk about that?
I don't see why not.
Do we know where it's at, or should we not say?
We know where it's at. I think we should say it. We can say it. I mean, it's
Well,
done.
let's is it the one I'm thinking of?
It's the one you're thinking of.
Down south a little bit?
Yeah, a little down southwest.
Down towards maybe Lawton?
Lawton, Oklahoma. Zarley number 3
Zarley
in the
number
works.
3, yeah.
Officially now, I guess.
Officially now.
Officially,
Yeah,
they're
we'll
starting to build out.
we'll break the news. Yeah.
Yeah.
The lease is signed. We're starting to work on the build out now. So
What's the ETA?
Hopefully May 1st.
yeah.
June 1st.
May or June, yeah. So that's exciting in the world of
Zarleys is growing leaps and bounds.
I know,
That's right.
just for being 7 months old.
yeah, not too shabby.
We get a product this good, though.
Our-
I mean,
our-
it's gonna happen.
Our little Zarley man, he's working hard.
Yeah, the cool thing about the Zarleys in Lawton is it is going to have a drive-through.
Oh,
Drive-through.
that's
yeah.
gnarly
That is, yeah, that's pretty. That is gnarly and bodacious
and radical.
and excellent.
Yeah, we will throw out all the buzzwords.
Go
Um,
bunga.
Yeah, well,
Righteous.
Righteous.
There you go. We gotta do a little bit. You can't just go Calabunga. You gotta go Calabunga, dude.
Cowabunga!
That is our Scotty.
That's Michelangelo.
Yeah, no, that's Scotty.
That's Scotty.
That is Scotty.
Scotty Zarley.
So, that's how we got started. We started, like I said, July of last year, opening up we opened the second one, and now we got the third one. But I want to tell you something. The reviews. Have you seen some of the reviews online, or don't want me to pull them out for you?
Pull up a few of them
Okay.
because we love it when you guys give us reviews.
Oh, we
it makes
love
our
it.
heart feel good.
Oh, and while we're talking about reviews, make sure you hit that like.
And leave a comment down below.
Comment
Don't
down
forget
below.
to hit the bell.
Dude, look at you! Look at you! You're like a little YouTuber now.
I watched a few videos, you know, how to speak. Because you know me, I'm the guy behind the scenes most of the time. I don't like being in front of the camera. But here I am.
Well, we're in front of the camera today, boys and girls.
We definitely are. Okay, so let's go. Let's go to I Love Classic Rock. I Love Classic Rock says, very simple, 5 stars. Subs are massive, and the ice cream is so good. Highly recommended. 5 stars.
And why would they mention classic rock?
Oh, yeah. Well,
Because we play all the good tunes.
we do. I mean, we play the Beach Boys. We play Billy Joel.
Play the tokens
We play Tokens. We even got some Metallica going on in there sometimes.
every now and again.
You know that might be a
Anything between the
60s?
60s and the 80s.
Even 90s. We've hit a few 90s too.
Yeah. I think I heard Tub Thumping the other day.
just because the algorithm loves it and they want it. Let's throw out just a little top 3
Give our Mount
classic
Rushmore.
rocks. Yeah, or Mount Rushmore of rock and roll bands.
Okay.
Oh, man.
So I'll give my Mount Rushmore. I'm gonna hit Beach Boys. Freaking love them.
Okay.
Metallica. I mean, the very first song I was ever introduced to was freaking Enter Sandman. One of my most top favorites.
That's a lot of everybody is getting hit on that.
Yeah,
Man.
that was the very first rock song I ever heard. So that's definitely up there. I mean, I'll even go with. I'm probably gonna get some hate on this one, but Elvis.
Elvis, that's
I can listen to Elvis all day.
I'm not gonna lie, he's got talent. Definitely
And-
got talent.
He's the king.
And the last one, Joan Jett and the Blackhearts.
I can respect that. Joan Jett,
I mean,
righteous shit.
I mean, I understand it. I understand it's a girl band, but man, when I start hearing Bad Reputation, I start headbanging. And I don't even got the hair for it. I wish I did. It all fell out. All right, what about you?
Speaking of rock hair right now, dude.
Whoa.
My Mount Rushmore is a little more nuanced, I think. I like Toto.
Oh yeah.
Interestingly enough, Toto is a group of people that was brought together. They were all studio band members. They never had their own thing. They always played for other people. And then they pulled all of them together and they made Toto. And it became an amazing band. Steve Lukather, one of my favorite guitarists of all time, along with Slash. Which leads me to my second, Guns N' Roses.
Okay.
Gotta love Guns N' Roses. Sweet Child of Mine is insane. I love it. I can't not listen to the whole song anytime I hear part of it.
Oh yeah.
And then I think the third one, I'm going to have to go with America. It is a band of Horse with No Name,
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then you've got Kansas. I like bands like that.
Was that your
So-
fourth?
That's my fourth, absolutely.
All right,
So there you
AJ.
Ozzy Osbourne, the Prince of Darkness.
Crazy Train.
I mean, my golden
Blizzard
retriever.
Boz himself.
Yeah, I mean, my golden retriever is named after him.
Yes.
So
I love Ozzy.
I gotta throw him out
He's
there.
the goodest of boys.
Hey, you're gonna throw a picture of Ozzy up here, right?
No, I think we have to, right?
Yeah.
We've got to.
Yeah, we gotta put a picture of Ozzy up here now.
Yeah. So I've got Ozzy Osbourne, Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
He is rock and roll.
King of Pop, but you know what? He gets to make the list.
Oh yeah, he gets to make the list.
Now,
We're
you
going-
might get some people that might fight us on that one, saying he's not rock.
It presses
It's
some
pop.
buttons. It presses some buttons, and there's some debate there. But he's got Slash and Eddie Van Halen on multiple different tunes, so they can go stuff their face with a Zarley sub if there's a problem.
Yeah.
So we got Ozzy, we got Michael Jackson. I gotta go Motley Crue.
Oh, that's a good one.
That is just my
do have
spot right there.
A diverse.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
know what? I can get behind all yours. I can get behind all yours. So I mean, they're all
Oh wait, you
different.
still got one more.
And I do have my fourth. And why am I blanking on his name? Steve Winwood.
Who is that?
Valerie.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not hitting on any more notes, but
songs that I know them by name.
yeah, that's.
Now
one
I
of my-
will say, I do have a one-hit wonder that I actually love. Like anytime it plays, I have to sing with it. But it's the Proclaimers.
500 miles.
500 miles. That's just an honorable mention.
It's an honorable mention. I think all of us like that one. That's just one of those songs where you can drink with your friends, have a good time, belt it out as loud as possible.
Yeah.
But all right.
So who gave us that review? Who gave us the idea with the classic rock? Who noticed that? Let's give them a little shout out.
That was I Love Classic Rock.
But did it have a name on who left that review?
No, that was the name.
Anonymous.
I Love Classic Rock is the file.
All right.
Or is the account.
Shout out to them then.
Now we have another one.
All right.
From Mandy McBride. Shout out to Mandy McBride. 5
Thanks for
stars.
being gnarly, Mandy.
She goes, we've been in a few times, and the staff is always super nice and helpful. Yesterday, they got the Zarleys sandwich to share. Glad she did, because it was huge and loaded. And they even sold her a loaf of bread, one of our rolls, because her son is very picky, and he loves our bread, which he absolutely loved. Definitely coming back and sharing with friends of how amazing this place is, and we will definitely be coming back more often. We appreciate that, Mandy.
Thank you. That's such a sweet comment.
That is a sweet comment.
Sounds like she has really good taste, too.
I got 2 more I want to share. Another one was just from Penny Rottenberry. 5 stars. Wonderful place to eat. Great sandwiches. Cones are delicious. Staff is super friendly. They had the chicken bacon ranch, the zesty chicken, and the Zarley, which is gnarly. Thank you. And the portions are great, but save room for ice cream. Now, that's one problem that we do have here at Zarleys is people get a whole sub, and then they try to eat it all, and they can't, and then they can't get ice cream. So I say, buy the whole, eat half, get your ice cream, take the rest home for a snack later.
I remember when we first started, I for that first month we were open, anytime anybody would order a whole Zarley, I told them if they could eat that whole Zarley, they'd get a free scoop of ice cream. They'd eat the whole Zarley, and then they couldn't fit in the ice cream. So they're like, oh, I'll get some ice cream next time.
Now, there is one I want to share. It is a 5-star, but this one actually shows kind of how we do things around here. Because this was a bad experience that turned into a great experience because of how you and your staff handled it. And this one comes from Karen Gibble. 5 stars. Went there for lunch with a coworker. Made our order. Sat down. About 30 minutes had passed. They went up to the counter and they said that because they didn't get their food yet.
Yeah.
So the staff said that they were so sorry. They thought they already made the order. Well, come to find out that the people ahead of them had the exact same order.
They did.
And the staff thought it was a double order. But you guys made it very quickly and gave them their money back.
I remember this lady. She was a very nice lady, very patient.
We already had decided that they were never coming back. And then they took a bite of our sandwich and was like, oh my God, this is beyond amazing. Then we decided we would definitely be back. And the staff was so nice, not just to us, but to everyone who came in. Definitely try it and form your own opinion, but it was totally worth the wait.
That's gnarly.
So
That
that just shows that not all restaurant workers are not perfect. We do make mistakes, but we try to fix them.
Yeah.
I mean, do you have anything to add on that?
Well, yeah, I mean, we do have a system that we do whenever we do, receive not the greatest, of whenever we can get backed up, stuff happens, human errors. But we have a thing we follow called LAST.
Listen, apologize, solve, and thank. And what that means is if you come to us, we're going to listen.
Absolutely.
First off, we're not without interruption. We're going to try to listen to everything. We may ask a few questions if we don't know, but that's also where so we can get the whole story. And then after that, we're going to apologize because most of the time the mistakes are our fault. I mean, that one was definitely our fault.
Absolutely.
And they did
ownership.
apologize.
Absolutely.
They listened, they apologized, and guess what? They solved it. So what that means is we're going to figure out how to fix this. Whether it's get you new food, return your money, give you a refund, or maybe just give you a scoop of ice cream. We'll do that if that'll help.
Yeah.
Whatever, within reason, we will try to fix the problem. And then
to me, their continued business is more important than losing a couple of dollars on a sub.
And it doesn't even matter with the continued business. What I want is I want them to leave feeling like we've done everything we could to help them and to have them enjoy their experience.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Last.
Last is an
Acronym. That's good. That's good. I missed that day of class. I missed that. Yeah, the acronym. That's a trademark statement.
An aneurysm.
That's a trademark statement from the
ZarleyBroz.
Well, no, that's a David Littlefield. That's a David Littlefield one.
Yep.
The
shout out to David Littlefield for teaching
customer service extraordinaire. Shout out David Littlefield.
Thank you, David.
Just had to throw that out there.
You never met him, but I want to tell you something. That dude, he can talk his way from anybody having a bad day to actually smiling. I mean, I don't care who you are. I've sat in his lectures before, and he can just. I mean, his energy is just.
It's contagious.
Off the charts.
Yeah, and he really. I got to work with him for some time, and I mean, he brought that every single day. There wasn't an off day.
So he lives what he teaches.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And that's what
yeah. He always says, "Learn most what you need to teach the most, or teach most what you need to learn the most." Something like that.
Something
it's pretty
like that.
good.
Sounds like Master Oogway.
Dude, he was basically my customer service master Yoda.
Yeah. I don't have one for that one. I mean, I could probably think of one. Mr. Magoo. No, that
Mr. Miyagi.
That's what I meant. Sorry, David. I didn't mean to say you were an old man with glasses.
And that was our final review there.
Yeah,
we're going over today.
So, Karen, we do thank you for that. So we appreciate you.
Thank you again, Karen, for giving me the opportunity to be able to help you out, because I make mistakes all the time. We all make mistakes, but I'm glad you gave me the opportunity to fix things, and it means the world to me to be able to make it up to people like that.
Okay. So we have, before we get into the tasting of the thing, we have one more segment that we're going to be doing every podcast, and it's Don't Be That A-hole.
Don't be the a-hole.
Today, we're going to talk about kids on tables.
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 What do kids do on these tables?
You'd be surprised.
So I've been in the restaurant business for 30 years. I told you I started when I was 12 with my dad. I would say probably about 4 or 5 years ago I was working and serving people, making their food. And I look out and there's a family sitting at one of our tables. And they have their child, probably about 3, just standing on the table. Bare feet, just letting them run on the top of the table. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, hey, could you please not have your child on the table? I mean, we're going to wash it off, but it's not safe.
Yeah, it's not a matter of cleanliness, obviously, but they could fall, break their head open, knock their teeth out.
Exactly. Now, luckily, the child wasn't hurt. But as soon as I said that, the table went bloop on its side. And the child went, wee! But I'm very happy.
Do that again.
Wee! I'm very happy that the child was not hurt. Yeah. And that was the first thing I checked on. I went out there and made sure the child was not hurt. But tables, as my dad would always say, and he taught this to me, tables are for glasses, not ASS's. And that's exactly how he would say it. So just remind, because people do eat off of those, but they're also not safe. So
I mean,
that's
chairs and benches could probably be under that same thing too. You don't want your kid up standing on the tables and running down the bench.
You don't, but a bench is safer than a table. I will say that.
And I have had my fair share of,
You were one of the kids that used to dance on the tables, weren't you?
well, here in recent history, I may have had one or two, few at a club or so, may have had a spill on an elevated surface, but that's an adult.
you.
That's not, and we're also not calling children a-holes, by the way. But it's the
kids,
parents.
It's the parents letting them do that.
Yeah.
That's an a-hole move.
Yeah.
How'd the nursery rhyme go? No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
Yes.
More monkeys jumping on the bed.
Same thing.
One fell off and bumped his head. See? Same with the table.
And then we get sued. And
Yeah.
nobody wants that.
But that's just our funny story for the day.
I can't believe that actually happened.
It had, yes, and I probably wouldn't have believed it if I didn't see it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
All right,
Anything
so
is
do you
possible.
have any trivia for us?
Oh, shoot.
The one job that he had.
Well, I got a question while he's looking that up. What is the difference between a sub and a grinder?
A sub and a hoagie?
No.
We practiced sub and a hoagie. Now you're going to just throw in grinder? I
Okay,
gotcha.
Well, tell me about...
No. I practiced. No. Okay, so a sub is the most common word for a sub.
Yeah.
And it's usually a cold sandwich. Now, a grinder is New England. It's a name for New England subs.
So it's East Coast.
And no, not all the way. East Coast is also hoagie because that's like Pennsylvania area.
Gotcha.
But a grinder is New England, and it's mostly a hot sub. Like you have meatball grinders.
Like our number 8, the meatball grinder.
Like yes, exactly. And you also if it's usually they have chicken grinders, all that kind of stuff.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now a hoagie is mainly Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area, but it's also the type of bread. And it's actually how it's cut too, because a sub is actually a bun that is split, but not all the way. It's like you open it up, like where you put the meat in it and you build it up, like how we make ours.
Okay.
Sorry, a sub is split all the way.
Yeah,
a
sub is split all the
hoagie
way.
is cut how we cut ours. It's split, but it's not all the way. A sub is actually cut down the center.
Yeah. So, I mean, cut it, you take the top off, you put the toppings on, and you put the lid back on.
Yep.
So it kind of looks like a submarine.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
All right, so I'm going to do 3 questions for each of you
All right,
guys.
you gonna put our score up down here?
Yeah, we could probably do a little scoring system here. But the question's going to go from easy, medium to hard.
Okay.
All right, and so we'll switch off. We'll start off easy, medium,
like
medium, hard.
I tell my customers every time they say, "Hey, I got a question. I have an answer." It's probably not the right one.
That's right. Well, we're going to find out here in just a moment.
Answers, not all of them are correct.
All right, Scott, we're going to go ahead and start with you.
All right.
This is just an easy question here. What does the term sub stand for in sandwich terminology?
Submarine sandwich.
Bingo!
Huzzah!
All right. Now, Charlie. Let's see here.
Give me the molecular.
What bread shape gives the sub sandwich its name?
Okay, say what? I was kind of making a joke about you. So what's the molecular structure of a sub?
Yeah. What bread shape gives the sub sandwich its name? It's kind of a part 2.
It looks like a submarine. It's just
Wouldn't it be like a cylinder? almost?
yeah.
I mean, the shape of a submarine, the long torpedo-shaped bread resembling a submarine. Yeah, bingo. That is correct.
Ding, ding, ding.
All right, so let's crank up the difficulty here.
Uh-oh. Turn up the heat.
It's already hot enough.
It is hot in here.
The sandwich. Wait, who's going next?
That'd be Scott.
Scott. All right. The sandwich known as a hoagie is most closely associated with which U.S. city?
We just went through this.
I know, but
You forgot.
New England?
Nope. The hoagie. Can I steal for the point?
Go for it.
Philadelphia.
That is correct. Oh, point stolen there. All right. Now we'll go for the second medium question.
That one's actually mine. So
Yeah.
you have a chance to steal the point.
You're gonna get it.
Probably.
You better get it.
What oil and vinegar dressing is commonly added to the Italian subs for flavor?
Promenade, oil, and red wine vinegar.
That was kind of in the question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But
correct.
no, I actually
Oil
gave
and
it a
vinegar.
type.
What?
What
Well,
oil
it's
and
an
vinegar
olive oil.
dressing?
It's actually because you have vegetable oil, you got other types of oil, but it's an olive oil, which is a promenade olive oil with a red wine vinegar. It's not just apple cider vinegar. It's none of that. It's
That is what we use. All right. Well, we'll make it. We're gonna have this tricky one. There is time for redemption here, Scott, and the hard questions.
These are worth 2 points apiece.
2 points.
I'm making the rules
2
up as we
points.
go.
All
You
right.
know what? That's the best way to do things. Just make it up as you go.
Ooh, this is interesting. We're gonna, since you missed the geography one, let's check.
Oh no.
Are we sticking with geography? All right. During World War II, what naval workers supposedly inspired the name submarine sandwich because the sandwich resembled what? I think
He just said it. He's
Seaman submarine.
nope.
well, it does say a
Hang on.
submarine.
I know, but it resembled something else.
A torpedo.
Boom, there you go. What cured pork product is a common ingredient on authentic Italian subs along salami?
Capricola.
Capicola.
That's right.
It's not
That was
Capri.
my.
It's Capi.
Capicola.
Or
Well,
Gabagoo, as
hey,
they call
hey.
it.
That was the second question, is what is it
that-
also
hey,
known
but
as?
That's still my point. So
Yeah, but I stole the Gabagoo, so we're tied.
no,
We
because
both win.
you just talked over me. So
Oh, yeah.
you cheater. I get 4 points for that one.
4. Well, if you're making up the rules as we go, then okay, that's fine.
All right, well, here's a bonus question.
As long as I get to eat the sandwich.
Is
that's
this
what I'm
the
really
first
worried
one to
about.
answer?
Yeah, we'll say that. All right, if a sandwich is 12 inches long, what is its commonly
Foot long.
called?
Hold on.
Ooh.
Yeah,
12 inch.
You might have to footage on that one.
No, you got it.
No, I didn't.
You were faster than me.
All right, well, for that
Because
trivia.
I was trying to let him finish the sentence before I answered, but you're like, no, I'm going to cut him off. I was like, all right, you can have it. Like, this isn't Family Feud. You got to let him finish the question.
Well, that was the right answer, but enough of the
But you do
trivia.
have the mustache like
So
Steve
let's
Harvey.
try this.
I am
dude.
Steve Harvey.
You're not a sexy.
You got way too much hair for that, my guy.
Yeah, I sure
All right,
do.
so let's try this sub and give our honest opinion.
Oh, yeah. Good, because my mouth is watering.
Which one you want? Admit it?
I'll take the centerpiece.
All
why
right.
not?
Oh, dude, I love the freaking NPs.
Oh,
Love
if
that
y'all
little-
want to take a look at just how crazy that's
Look at that,
right
man.
there.
Look at all
so
that.
good, dude.
All that good stuff in there.
See,
That's full.
most of the time, I usually don't look at the subs. I just eat them.
When you see that Zarley spread down on the bottom, and these are not thin sandwiches. We fill these things up.
Yeah, that's a lot of meat right there.
Mmm. These flavors all work together.
Oh my
so
God.
well.
Dave Portnoy, where you at?
Oh my!
One
See,
bite, everyone
one
knows
thing
the
is-
rules.
You get in this one, you get a bite of everything. You get that bologna, that ham, roast beef, turkey, lettuce, tomato.
This is my
Onion.
lunch. I'm gonna save it for lunch, but I will have this for lunch.
But
Your bite was way too big.
anyway, we're gonna talk to y'all later. We're gonna be eating, munching, and
We're gonna have our lunch.
we
right
thank
here,
you
right
for
now.
we thank you for joining us for Sub Talk with the ZarleyBroz.
Just remember to stay gnarly.
Catch you later, dudes.
Attaboy.